We have up-to-date numbers from Clean Technica for the best-selling electric cars this year so far in Europe. The 10 best-selling electric cars. No prizes for guessing number one. Obviously, it's Tesla. They're so far ahead that, in fact, Elon Musk today claimed on CNBC that Tesla will win best-selling car in the world this year. It's not a done deal. We still have 1 month left in the year, but it looks like there's a good chance the Tesla Model Y will be the best-selling car in the world. Not EV, just car, period, regardless of fuel type. However, Europe is an interesting battle, and things are starting to heat up because some of the best-selling cars in Europe in October were probably not what you would think. And what really surprises me was the Volkswagen Group. Volkswagen, the brand, said that their EV sales are slowing down, and they weren't lying. That's for sure. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. I've been reporting on EV sales in Europe and numerous European countries, in fact, numerous countries around the world now, since I started the channel about nearly 2.5 years ago. And I find this data very interesting. Now, let's just get you guys the quick top 10 best-selling electric cars in Europe this year. And after that, I'll let you know what they were in October. Number one is the Tesla Model Y. And it's, like I said, not even a close race. It is so far ahead, it's ridiculous. 220,000 Tesla Model Ys have been sold in Europe so far this year. Tesla Model 3 was in second place with 73,385 deliveries. Tesla Model 3 actually had a pretty decent month last month in October. It's believed, though, that a lot of Model 3s have entered Europe over the past 4 weeks. So Tesla Model 3 should have a big rebound in the month of November. We just don't have November sales yet for Europe. Number 3 this year, Volkswagen's ID.4 is just behind the Tesla Model 3 with 69,833 deliveries. Number 4 is the Skoda Enyaq. It has 61,000 deliveries. That was followed by the MG4. By the way, I just want to remind you, most people in Europe don't realize MG is a Chinese brand, not a European brand. They think it's a European car brand. MG4, 59,000 sales. That was followed by the Audi Q4 e-tron with 56,900. The Volkswagen ID.3 with 54,000. The Dacia Spring was next with just under 50,000. That was followed by the Peugeot 208. And finally, the Volvo XC40, the fully electric version, was sitting in 10th, or pretty well equal 10th place, 9th, 10th place, with the Peugeot 208 EV. Now, rounding up the next few bestsellers, those were the Kia Niro and the Renault Megane EV, the BMW i4, Cupra Born, the BMW iX1, which is now much cheaper. I think it's also made in China for a lot of countries, so that's why it's more affordable. Plus, there is the Mercedes EQA and the Kia EV6. Now, to give you an idea here, the 15th, or around about 16th place Kia EV6 had 30,905 deliveries. It's not really that far off the Model 3 with 73,400. But, of course, the Tesla Model Y just completely dominates this list. If you put together second place, third place, and fourth place, the Model Y would outsell second, third, and fourth place put together. But when it comes to October, that's not the case at all. In fact, October was very, very different. In October, the best-selling electric car was still the Model Y, but not by the huge margin we've seen in the past. And I'm curious to know if that's because some people are waiting for the new version of the Model Y. Maybe they've seen some videos that I've released about the newer version coming out. It's already out in China. It's not the Juniper version, but it is an upgraded version that's definitely better than the older version. Second place in the month of October was the Skoda Enyaq with 8,463 sales. So obviously Tesla Model Y was in first with 11,583, but it's not the huge gap we've seen in other months this year. In third was the Audi Q4 e-tron with 7,700 deliveries. Fourth, the Tesla Model 3 with 7,100. Probably likely in November, the Tesla Model 3 will be the best-selling EV in Europe, even beating the Model Y. That's my prediction, but we'll wait and see. Fifth was the MG4, 6,951. Dacia Spring was next with 6,000. Now that was followed by the BMW i4 with 5,000 deliveries and the Volvo XC40 with around 5,000 as well. After that was the Volkswagen ID.4. Now, as you can see, Volkswagen ID.4 is sitting in third place for the year. But in the month of October, it was actually sitting all the way back in 9th place. So Volkswagen is not lying, because the Volkswagen ID3 is all the way back in 14th place. So Volkswagen now have dropped from, on average, 3rd and 4th to 9th and 15th. I think they were telling the truth when they said EV sales for the group, or at least for the Volkswagen brand, have dropped. But for the group, that's not so much the case. I mean, if we have a look at the Volkswagen Group, different stories. Skoda Enyaq is in 2nd place. That's from the Volkswagen Group. 3rd place, Audi Q4 e-tron. That is Volkswagen Group, of course. So Volkswagen as a group did take out 2nd and 3rd place. And I think, to be honest, my opinion, the Skoda Enyaq is a better car than the Volkswagen ID4. And a lot of people now appear to believe that's the case. Now, Skoda have said that Enyaq is a much better car than the Tesla Model Y. The CEO of Skoda is very outspoken, a bit controversial, some of the comments that he's made. I won't repeat them, otherwise people might get a bit worked up. But I do think Skoda makes some good electric cars. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments. Do you think that Tesla will in fact have the best-selling car this year? And would they next year? I mean, what would it be next year if they win this year? Can they win that again next year?